Calibur 6 character story mode. This is essentially Soul Chronicles. Be sure to hit the like and description down below. Let me guys know what you think about my gameplay video, and I hope to get more subscribers as I play some more gameplay of games. Without further ado, let's get started. And we're now we're on Raphael. A family's betrayal. We're almost done, fellas. More people.
Raphael, the cold, cruel head of the Sorel family, is known for his fencing prowess and deep knowledge of medical science. Though still young, he has survived numerous plots and venomous political strife to establish his family as part of the ruling elite. However, when the evil seed occurred, a noble that he had backed went violently insane and attempted to kill the king. Seeing this as the perfect opportunity to strike, Raphael's political enemies blamed him for the incident and attacked his Paris home. Betrayed one by those around him, Raphael fled to his birthplace, Rouen, in order to mount a counterattack. Though he arrived safely after shaking off his pursuers, he did not get the welcome he had hoped for.
Oh yeah, and this little Calibur, he wasn't a vampire then.
Nicola, why are you fraternizing with the enemy?
Dear uncle, it is you who has driven me to this. How could you support a traitor who sought to slay His Highness?
You have nowhere left to run, Lord Raphael, former head of the House of Sorel.
So even my own flesh and blood would debase themselves to save their own skin. You think by selling me out the same won't happen to you?
We are simply doing what you have taught us. Trust no one. Those of no worth must be cast aside, even one's own parents.
Such callous teachings are worthy of your fearsome reputation. But no matter. In a few days, your head will be paraded about the streets of Paris.
Damn.
Rest in peace!
Fight! Let's begin!
Rest in peace!
On guard! Let's begin! Come on! 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 Damn it all. Everything started going wrong that day. The day that great beam of light pierced the sky. Blast! How many more pursuers must I slay?
He's headed into the slums. You lot secure the surrounding area.
I have nothing left. Life is but a series of betrayals. None shall give me a second glance if I look like this.
Oh, it's aiming.
A pauper's daughter?
I heard something over here.
No. This back alley can't be my end.
You, child! A strange noble passed through here, didn't he? Tell me where he went.
Oh, the events from Soul Calibur 2. Like
Okay.
Soul Calibur 2 story mode.
Is this
Like
how
he
my
was
life
running
is
away
to
from
end?
someone.
Betrayed by a child?
You went over there and hid behind the horse cart.
The coward! After him! He should still be nearby!
What?
They're gone now.
Indeed. You saved me.
Nah, I just wanted to annoy them.
Still, I'm glad. So, tell me your name.
Amy?
Amy. Amy.
You're silly. Why cry when you're safe?
Now it makes sense why he was running and like he was being chased in Soul Calibur 2 opening. And then it shows a little girl pointing in a different direction. Ah, now it makes sense now. That's pretty good follow-up.
This should do it. Just don't touch the wound.
Thanks. Us poor folk never get to see a doctor. Then again, it's not as if we've any reason to live.
In my short while here, not one of these people has spoken with hope.
You know, life's strange sometimes. Red's a loner and normally doesn't trust others. Speak of the devil. Farewell.
Hi, Raphael. I have some bread. It's not much, but here.
You're too kind. The money I earned... Oh no! He left without paying!
Dummy.
I've been wondering, Amy. Do you not have a family?
Don't know. I've always been alone as far back as I can remember.
It must be tough for an orphan to fend for herself.
Hope only leads to despair. At least when I'm alone, no one can betray me. Right?
From a young age, she's never trusted anyone. Just like me. Whether one is rich or poor, life is equally twisted and corrupt.
Someone's coming. Hide.
Why, hello, Red. You're a slippery one. Everyone around here's paid their protection money. Except you. What is it? Have you found yourself another bodyguard?
Don't be stupid.
I know you've got some vagabond looking after you. How dare you bring trouble to my territory?
Wow.
First, your left leg. Then...
Filthy vermin! Unhand her now!
Fucking excuse me. Freaking bastard.
Come on!
Come on. He sounds like he's talking.
Try to have some dignity. Amy, are you all right? Show me your leg.
You didn't need to come out. Getting hit's no big deal. It's normal.
No, Amy. It's not. That's not the way the world is.
Really?
You've given me a future. In return, I must give you the same.
Go ahead, if that's what you want.
She was quite the weird child at a young age. I think he grew to her. Not only did she say he was light, but she was willing to get herself hurt for him. She's a good girl.
Your blade is sharp, but a little too straight. That's the brilliance of a French sword, and it's failing.
Indeed. However, there is someone whose life I must protect. That's why I must learn the best techniques Spanish swordsmanship has to offer.
Very good. A sword is indeed for protection. You must move with rhythm and swing your sword with passion. On guard!
On guard. The French fighting style with the rapier.
Battle 1. Fight!
Parry! Incident! Real power! Amusing! You dare! Real power! Spirited, are we? Battle 2. Fight! Come on! Bleed! Incident! Well now! You're worthless! You dare! Try to have some dignity.
Excellent. All movement must come from the heart. You appear to have grasped that concept well.
I'm grateful for your instruction. Actually, I have one more request. This girl. I'd like her to learn to protect herself.
Such a sense of caution. It's difficult to teach one who keeps a lock on their heart. However, I may know someone who can be of assistance.
Really? Please introduce us at once.
Raphael, you're such a dummy.
A road home.
Raphael, I'm cold. Hold my hand.
Sorry, Amy. How's this? We must find sanctuary, no matter what it takes. I can't teach you properly if we keep having to escape.
Raphael Sorel, I never thought I'd see you on French soil. How unfortunate for you to run into us.
I thought we'd be safe over the mountains. Are you sure you all want to come at me without reporting my discovery first?
We're not falling for that old trick. We'll only need to send a report of your death.
Amy, do you remember what I taught you? Strike the enemy true, one by one. You need only worry about protecting yourself.
Good idea to teach her swordsmanship.
Bleed. Pathetic. Bleed. Come on! Come on! Come on! Now! Dance! Fight! Back! What?
Go!
Rest in peace! What?
Why you?
Let us begin! Fight! Back! How's that? How's that? Feel this? It's not over!
Wow.
Fight! Let us begin! Back! Back! On guard! Come on! Come on! Come on!
Not done! That's it?
Try to have some dignity. Try to have some dignity. With my blade, I shall forge a new world.
It's over! You don't want anything to happen to the girl, do you?
Amy, let her go.
Certainly. In exchange for your life.
Coward.
You win. Amy's everything to me.
Raphael! You dummy!
Amy?
Cut that branch!
Ah!
What the? The snow! Damn you!
Yeah!
Oh.
Stupid brat!
Is that all of them?
Yes. You did well, Amy. Nobody should follow us, for the time being at least. If it weren't for Amy's quick thinking and skill, we'd be done for. I can't protect her with only a sword.
Wealthy Lord don't.
You do too much for me, Raffi. You are supposed to be my guest, yet it is I who remain in your debt.
You have allowed two strangers into your home, Lord Dumas. I am simply returning your kindness.
My servants speak very highly of you, too. You possess great wisdom, quick judgment, and charity. That is why I feel most distressed. Will you not rethink dueling on my behalf?
Certainly not, my lord. I am your sword and staff. I merely wish to protect your honor and name while you are ill.
Battle 1. Fight! Let us begin!
Know your place!
Too easy! Have a taste!
Spirited! Are we? Spirited! Are we? Battle to fight! What's that? Real power! Spirited! Up battle! Ring! Fight! On guard! On guard! Try to have some dignity. Still one more? What's that? What's wrong? Try to have some dignity. What?
How can you block a critical edge while I did in the middle of a counter?
Very good, Raffi. Seeing your devotion has made up my mind.
AIs have
What do you
fast
mean, my
reaction
lord?
time.
Listen, Raffi. I will soon meet my end, and I have no child of my own. It would make me so happy if you would become the heir to my fortune.
Oh.
However, I have one request.
I am overwhelmed by your generosity. What is your request?
That girl, Amy, is it? She is not your daughter, correct? If you are to become my son, you should send her away, to an orphanage, perhaps. As I have said before, she seems to be a great weight around your neck.
I did not expect you to say such a thing. How about we continue this conversation over some tea? I recently managed to obtain some fine, rare chinaware from the East.
Perfect world.
Thank you. How are the lessons going?
Very good, young master. The girl will grow into a fine lady. On his return, my lord will be struck dumb in disbelief. Still...
Raphael, I think I'm more suited to sword practice. Can't you teach me, like you used to?
Amy, you're smart enough to understand. If you want to carve a future for yourself, you need an education and manners.
I know, but you meanie.
As you can see, there is still some way to go.
Amy. Can I really offer Amy a bright future like this? I came to this reading room looking for answers, but I'm coming up empty-handed. Ample finances, a safe place, a fine education. Despite the freedom this lifestyle offers, it's not enough. This letter. Report on the evil seed. Could it be? There's no mistaking it. This is research on that abominable evil seed. Malfestation? Madness? The evolution of humanity? Interesting. It all sounds so fantastical. This was written by Scholar of the Future. Who could that be? Soul Edge. A cursed sword that feeds on souls?
Oh, that's what he got wind of Soul Edge.
Raphael?
I see. An exchange is made for power. Maybe this sword is the key.
What is it, Raphael?
Oh, Amy. Why the long face?
I was waiting for you to come back. I thought maybe you were mad about earlier. I've been scared recently. I never knew what it felt like to have something to lose till I met you.
You have nothing to fear. I shall make you the perfect world.
Raphael? Are you in here?
Of course. Here's a thought. How about some hot chocolate for a change?
Okay.
The names of the warriors whose fates were bound to the two swords have been etched into the very fibers of history.
Okay, what in the world is going on? Last princess.
In a remote corner of lands to the east, there is a village of wind worshippers who live in harmony with nature. Talum was born into a family of shamans and raised as the last priestess of the winds amid the encroaching Western civilization that threatened their way of life. Due to her great sensitivity to the spirit world, Talum was heavily affected by the evil seed and nearly died. As time passed, Westerners began to visit her village, and one happened to bring with him a certain metal shard. The elders who saw this vitality charm instantly realized it was dangerous, for it was a shard of the cursed sword, Soul Edge.
Such an evil aura. This must have come from beyond the currents of the winds.
It is far from where it belongs.
It could end up influencing those nearby, altering their destinies.
Long ago, I sensed an aura just like this one.
Oh?
And I have a feeling that this shard isn't the only one that's fallen away from where it belongs. It must be returned to its rightful place.
I agree with you, but...
I sense it belongs in a faraway place. Please, let me take it there.
No. You're the last priestess of the winds, and the world is in chaos. If you were to leave this island and lose your purity...
there would be no one left to praise the winds.
But...
Perhaps her journey could bring her closer to nature and amplify her purity as a priestess. Don't you think that's just as possible?
Father...
I agree with my husband.
Sonput, Liddy, your opinions are not without merit. Still, I find myself hesitating.
Eldest one, will you not give Talum permission to leave? Elder Kalana.
Talum, think about what your name truly means.
She's gone.
I see. Talum, you'll have to wait a bit longer until you get official permission.
Okay.
The eldest one is not as sharp as she once was, you know.
Oh, listen to the pot call the kettle black.
You said it.
dancing blaze.
Such a nice breeze.
Indeed. Once you've finished your sword practice, you should hike to the mountaintop.
Great idea.
Now, let's review your lesson once more. Are you ready, Talon?
Yes.
Okay. No careful. Damn.
Get up! Come on! Guide me! Here I go!
I think that's enough for today.
Thank you so much for your help.
Talon. Is Talon here?
Yes.
Unfortunately, we have a problem. The amulet. I can't find it anywhere.
What?
Not even my divination techniques can locate it. Did you happen to sense anything?
Now that you mention it, I can't sense it anywhere.
Where could it have gone? I doubt this is simply some mischievous trick.
Perhaps a foreigner carried it off. Perhaps we should be thankful it's gone now.
No, there's no telling what evils it may brew in the future. We can't relax until it's returned to its rightful place.
However...
Huh? Don't worry, everyone. I'll find it.
Oh, truly?
Talon's determined. We don't need to worry. Thank you for making the long trek. Welcome, last priestess of the winds.
I am Talon. I've come from the village of the wind deity. I've come today to request that you teach me the techniques of mountain maculing.
Relax your body. Once you're finished practicing, I'll make some delicious tea for you.
No shit, got it! Go ahead! Got it!
I've never seen a child who was as beloved by the spirits as you. Looks like I don't have anything to teach you at all.
Thank you very much. Now, about the,
Oh, the amulet? If it really is as powerful as you say, I'm sure you'll find it in no time. You have great sensitivity to the spirit world after all. I don't think you'll have too hard a time.
I thought so. Oh, it's nothing. Thank you so much for your help.
Search bar.
I finally found it.
Oh, Talon! It's Talon!
You'll have to save your adventuring games for later. Everyone in the village is very busy right now.
The mischievous demon tricked us down the wrong path. It's true!
Demons are restless.
Whoa! I'm scared.
It seems they're in need of a little lesson.
Actually tough. Attack. It's gonna be hard to hit people up. Oh, snap.
To the wind! Raise up the sky! Raise my dance! Blow away corruption! Wind, I thank you.
Hey, tell him. Were the demons getting restless because of that amulet?
No, I think they're just agitated by all the foreigners around these days.
Hey, can the foreigners see the demons too?
No, creatures of the spirit world can only be seen by those who are pure.
Wow.
Come on, let's go.
Each night it's more ill deeds. We're at wit's end.
Don't worry, I'll take care of it.
They've seemed especially violent as of late. Travelers have reported attacks. Be careful.
I will.
They're good at disguising themselves as humans. The thought of them transforming into one of us is terrifying.
Please don't worry yourself too much. Priestesses have the ability to see through disguises. Everything will be fine.
Battle 1. Fight!
The hell? Okay, here we go.
Come on! Go! I dedicate this to the wind. Wrath of the sky. Raise my dance. Blow away corruption. How did my dance look? Come on! Wind, guide me!
Battle 2. Fight! Battle 3. Fight!
Wind, guide me! Wind, guide me! Get there! I dedicate this to the wind. Wrath of the sky. Raise my dance. Blow away corruption. Wind, I thank you. I had to get a little forceful, but you should be okay for now.
I knew we could count on a priestess from the village of the wind deity.
Thank you very much. I'm sorry that there's no way for us to repay you. We've no idea where the amulet is.
It's okay. I'm just glad I could help. Now, if you'll excuse me.
She's so grown up for her age.
That she is.
Eldest one?
Oh, Talim?
Yes, it's me.
What a fine breeze.
Grandma, don't you think it's about time? Everyone seems really nervous, and I think I've proven myself to the village.
When did you notice?
When the amulet went missing. I mean, you're the only one who could hide something so powerful from everyone.
Such a clever child. Talim, I knew you already were powerful enough, but that wouldn't be enough to convince the rest. Therefore...
I know.
I am sorry for testing you.
It's okay. My name means Sharp Blade. Even the last priestess has to face danger sometimes in order to survive. It sounds a bit perilous, but I like my name.
Talim. Go. You've earned the right to. You're the only one who can right such a wrong and return the shard to its proper place. But you must promise you'll return.
I know. I promise. Such a nice breeze. As long as I have the wind, I won't feel lonely no matter where I may go. Grandma, fellow villagers, see you soon.
The names of the warriors whose fates were bound to the two swords have been etched into the very fibers of history.
That concludes Talim's story. How long was this hidden story?
Across all history, the truly strong remain shrouded deep in darkness, hidden from society. They carefully erase all traces of their... But sometimes, even the most perfect plans to erase one's tracks leave unexpected loose ends. This tome was one of those loose ends, left behind in charred ruins. What secrets lie within?
Za-Salamel created me. A banal way to begin a tome. But writing down one's own history in a book is strange enough to begin with. I began writing this as an indulgent pastime, so I may as well enjoy myself. Now, about the cursed sword known as Soul Edge. I intend to record its secrets in this very tome. However, I must exercise caution. A fitting end awaits all who seek the cursed sword. Some may laugh and call this an exaggeration. Should anyone who has held that sword ever read this tome, though, I'm certain they'll... The origin of Soul Edge is a mystery. Legend says it was once an ordinary sword, void of any power. But after fighting on countless battlefields, it gathered a great deal of negative power, until a curse fell upon it. That much is true. All who took Soul Edge in their hands became slaves to the blade, murdering until they bled their last drop of blood. That is why so few know of it, despite its appearances time and time again throughout history. Until, that is, an age-long past, when there appeared a man with a mind powerful enough to resist the sword's control. He was known as the Hero King. In that ancient age, great change came only through war. Thus, controlling Soul Edge meant ruling the world. The Hero King Being the man he was, one could say it was inevitable that he would bring peace to this warring world. I won't record the Hero King's name here. Someday I may decide the time is right to reveal it. But that time isn't now. It is said the Hero King lost Soul Edge due to his jealous son. After the Hero King killed his son, the spirit sword Soul Calibur was born from the remnants of the cursed sword. Indeed, the cursed sword and the spirit sword both come from the very same steel. While the name Soul Edge is known to a select few, the name Soul Calibur is known to almost no one. There is a reason the spirit sword was never revealed to the world. Some say the Hero King created the spirit sword. But the truth is that the Hero King risked his life. Those who would carry on the dead king's wish and perfect Soul Calibur were to come later. They were known as the Guardians of the Spirit Sword. Like a thief in the night, they took the Spirit Sword and withdrew into the dark recesses of history. They told others of the Hero King's Spirit Sword, and that they were going into hiding to both prevent Soul Calibur from being used for evil, and to prepare for the threat of Soul Edge.
Chapter 2, the Avale Organization.
The Guardians of the Spirit Sword only entrust Soul Calibur to a select few. One recent example was a king from medieval Europe. Born in Britain, the king used the Spirit Sword to rule a large swath of Europe. I'm skeptical as to whether the king ever truly existed. But assuming the tales are true, he was somehow connected with the Guardians of the Spirit Sword, from whom he received the blade. Also, it would be reasonable to assume the king fought with the one who possessed the cursed sword and won. After the king's death, though, no one knows what happened to the spirit sword. Perhaps we should assume it eventually found its way back to the Guardians of the Spirit Sword. But it should be noted that their power had dwindled greatly by that time. At the same time, there were those who awaited the second coming of the king. On the eve of the king's passing, a loyal knight set forth to find the Spirit Sword and restore the crown. That was the start of the secret society known as the Avale Organization. They hid themselves well for a considerably long period of time. Not even I learned of their inner workings until quite recently. Sworn to the late king, the Avale Organization sought the Spirit Sword and secretly assassinated all whom they deemed outsiders. Those who were aligned with the cursed sword or did harm to humankind. A deeper look, however, reveals there was some unrest hidden below the organization's seemingly unshakable exterior.
It's basically like chapters.
After slumbering in the shadows of history, Soul Edge was awakened by the pirate Cervantes de Leon. Cervantes attacked the ship of one who had won Soul Edge at an auction. He stole the cursed sword and became its puppet. Soul Edge changes its form depending on its wielder. When Cervantes took up the cursed sword, it transformed into two blades, and after nearly 30 years of slumber, it caused that terrible catastrophe. Cervantes and the cursed sword were defeated by a female warrior, and one of the blades was destroyed. Shattering without coming in contact with the spirit sword was a first for Soul Edge. Immediately afterwards, the evil seed occurred. The evil within Soul Edge was unleashed upon the entire world. Why did the evil seed occur? What havoc did it wreak where it landed? Not even I have any way of discerning this. But one thing is certain. Ever since that day, the cursed sword's malfested kin have been swiftly multiplying. What does it mean to be malfested? It's extremely hard to define, for the resulting phenomena are so varied. There are those who undergo monstrous transformations, while others look no different from ordinary humans at first glance. In addition to humans, some animals have experienced transformations as well. Common traits of the malfested include heightened fighting instincts and violent tendencies. Some become beasts, hungry only for slaughter, while others use strategy to entrap powerful foes. But they all slip into towns and cities, seeking blood under the cover of darkness. Sometime after the evil seed, the Azure Knight Nightmare appeared. Rumors said he possessed Soul Edge, and his string of indiscriminate murder seemed to agree with this. Personally, I was also interested in discovering this knight's true identity. I then received news that the Aval organization had encountered him and were defeated. It intrigued me that there seemed to be someone in their organization deeply interested in the evil seed.
Is that actually a thing? Because
while Soul Edge has appeared constantly throughout history, Soul Calibur's whereabouts are still shrouded in mystery. In time, I lost interest and gave up trying to search for any traces of it. But after resuming my search later, I found that it had been taken to a temple in the east at some point. With it were taken a staff able to absorb all manner of energy, and a mirror capable of purifying evil. These sacred treasures were used to create Soul Calibur and amplify its power. No one knows what had happened to the Guardians of the Spirit Sword, but they must have met with ruin, losing the Spirit Sword and their other treasures. As for the temple, it later became Ling Sheng Su, a famous martial arts dojo that worshipped the Spirit Sword and the other weapons as the three sacred treasures. But now the Spirit Sword is no longer there. The evil seed deeply affected Ling Sheng Su, and most likely caused it to attract evil energy. Its martial arts students were soon overcome by madness and battle lust, and ended up killing each other. Therefore, no one knows what happened to the Spirit Sword. Only one student of Ling Sheng Su survived. While the survivor didn't possess Soul Calibur, there was clearly merit in looking into him. What powers did he possess? What could he accomplish? I was deeply intrigued.
Ling Sheng Su.
I only started writing this tome as a pastime, but in order to give it a clear perspective, I must reveal my identity. I was once one of the Guardians of the Spirit Sword. The precepts of the Guardians were very strict, one of which stated no Guardian may ever touch Soul Calibur. But in my younger days, I failed to properly suppress my urges. When the others discovered my designs, they broke my arms and banished me.
Damn.
Amid my despair, I searched for a way to survive. What I discovered was the art of reincarnation. After a long period of training, I mastered the secrets contained within this lost wisdom. I reincarnated myself over and over again, and became an entity that could transcend generations. At first, I didn't realize the price I would have to pay for eternal life. For every time I reincarnated, I experienced the pain of death. It felt like my soul was being crushed. It is hard to put such pain and suffering in words. Indeed, I hadn't managed to completely escape death. No matter what one may accomplish in life, death remains inescapable. My bodies have lain in countless graves, but my soul will never rest in peace. So it was that I came to yearn for the final eternal death I could never have. And such desire began to corrupt my everlasting life. Gradually, I began to seek out death itself. That was 1,000 years ago. My desire for death was at its peak. That longing for true death led me to even take hold of Soul Edge. Wisdom, power, battle lust. In those days, I felt I could do anything. But when it was over, I was forced to confront just how prideful I had been. As a puppet of the cursed sword, I kept fighting to my last breath. And for what? I fought in an age of endless war that spanned the world, all to establish a certain dynasty. That is all I'll say on the matter. I've lived as every type of person. Old, young, man, woman. But I've never felt as much joy as when I wielded that power. However, not even the cursed sword could free me from the chains of samsara. And so I died, and was born again into this world.
Witchers are known as warriors with unusual powers, the slayers of monsters and fiends, and eliminators of other forms of devilry. One day, the elite witcher Geralt took on another contract, his task to subdue a sorceress. The now aged woman, though ever strange, had been greatly respected, yet in recent years, rumors had spread that she was dabbling in the dark arts. She had achieved prominence as a researcher of planes, but if she were to call forth a demon from another dimension, it could have grave consequences. Accordingly, she was a threat to be assessed and, if found guilty of iniquity, a threat to be contained. In search of the truth and prepared to mete out punishment as necessary, Geralt made his way to the ruins of a citadel standing amidst marshlands.
So, that's why I'm here. To check if these suspicions, accusations even, are true. See these demons you've summoned, and if you have, to stop you, punish you. That's the contract.
Tell me, Witcher, do you know what I've studied all these years? The magic, the skill?
Planes, passages between them. Heard you're an expert. Pretty tricky for someone working on their own, gotta admit.
And you? Do you also label me a heretic?
No. Don't get me wrong. Got no reason to suspect you of anything, yet. Just want to talk.
My greatest wish was to access a different plane.
Right. Got that much, I think.
But that is not to say I ever wished to commune with, let alone summon demons and spirits from other worlds. Through rifts into other dimensions, I explored the possibilities, sought another plane. I was but a fisherman casting a line. And then it happened.
What happened?
A response. A strong one from something powerful in a place altogether elsewhere. Bold you are, Witcher, even to venture here. If you wish to see if my studies deal with demons, why, have yourself a gander!
What is this? Head's pounding. Where the hell am I? Some sort of passageway between planes? What's at its end? Another dimension? Whatever it is, sure doesn't sound pleasant. Huh. Don't try me. Really not in the mood. Damn it. Got away. No ordinary beast, that. Good to know my silver sword works, though. Medallion won't be much use. Got too much to sense here. Huh?
Witcher and the Witch.
Other planes exist. How about that? Kaer Morhen. Sure brings back memories. No way this is real, though. Some sort of magic. Gotta be. Huh. Exactly like I remember.
You appear to be from a foreign land. Or am I mistaken?
Something strange about you. Let me guess. Sorcerer?
Some may call me that. However, I have mastered the use of weapons.
Place seems full of people just looking for trouble.
Battle 1. Fight!
Satisfied now?
That was pretty cool.
Apart from you! Lucky? Gotcha. Let's dance. What? Battle 4. Fight! Let's dance. Stand up. Cannot see. Now taste my steel. Ever fight a witcher? Guess not.
Interesting. Now I see what power you hold. It appears my plans will have to change a bit. To think it would be possible to travel between worlds. Fascinating.
Someone sent me here. I'll be sure to tell her how you feel. Long as I actually make it back to my own world, that is.
Forgive my discourtesy. Pleasant journey, stranger.
Every which way you turn here, you get a skilled warrior, including that last one. Could get in some good practice. No, got things to tend to. Pressing matters.
Dog's pursuit.
Strange as all hell, this place. They seem to believe in magic, but refuse to practice it. Should have enlisted that guy's help. Might have been a real sorcerer. Preparing potions will be a pain. Huh?
There you are.
You again? Get teleported here against your will? Believe me, I know the feeling.
Oh, man.
Battle 1. Fight!
Ever fight a witcher? Guess not.
I will kill you!
Teleported all this way, and I'm still killing monsters. No rest for a witcher. Won't do me any good, though, hunting beasts out here. Just not supposed to be here, plain and simple. Gotta get back to my own world.
The Astro Fissure. In Astro Fissure.
Seem to be places of power in this world, too. Marshes, mountain-bound vales. Source of the power could actually be in another plane. Speculation of that sort's best left to mages, though. Gates appear where enough of the power accumulates. Know that much. But whenever I get too close... that happens. Sorry, not of this world. Don't know your customs. So have a taste of my own special welcome.
Battle 1. Fight! Battle 2. Fight! Kneel dead!
Big mistake.
Battle 3. Fight! You're nothing!
Yeah.
Stand up. Take my steel! Ever fight a witcher? Guess not. Damn it. Every time I approach, Gate spawns more of those creatures, then shuts again. Need to keep it open somehow. Should probably find someone skilled in magic. Well, this is just great.
Crossing the Holy Sword.
Looks like a place of power. So where's the damn gate?
What is it you seek, stranger?
You must be that old man I've heard about. Got a favor to ask of you.
Is that a friend of yours?
No. In case you didn't notice, we don't exactly get along. Freaks around here really seem to love me.
I will kill you!
Yada yada. Let's get to it. Show you how a Witcher does things.
Complete shield.
Battle 1. Fight!
Bring up what you still can. Mistake. Big mistake.
Battle 2. Fight!
Oh man, was not expecting that.
Final battle.
This.
Fight!
Get away! Let's dance. Let's dance. Stand up. Now take my steel. Not your lucky day. So, that's how I ended up here. Listen, there a gate around here that connects to other worlds?
As you know, the gate to astral chaos sometimes opens unexpectedly. But to open a gate to another realm, you would need to utilize the power of the sword locked deep within astral chaos.
Go on.
Simply opening the gate will not be enough. You need a signpost that definitively points the way. It needs to have a strong connection to where you came from.
Phantasmal Kaer Morhen. Gotta be it.
If you open the gate at the right place and at the right time.
All sounds good. Except, well, I'm a stranger here. Sure you're allowed to reveal such secrets to me?
I believe I can trust you. One learns a thing or two after years of brutal training to sharpen one's skills to their zenith.
Thanks for the help, old man.
You should know, it is a perilous way. There is no room for error, and you may even fail through no fault of your own. I know not whether I should encourage such a gamble.
Worth a try, far as I'm concerned.
Very well. I shall teach you a secret ritual for eliciting the power of the spirit sword, Soul Calibur.
Epea Nemesis.
We finally meet, Geralt. Like a dog after a bone. Not interested in fighting you, plain as that.
You cannot escape me. We settle this now.
Fine. Your funeral, then. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Battle 1. Fight!
We shall see what a witch can do.
Strength doesn't...
You cosa! Time to end you!
Okay, how can it work with the computer?
The end.
Fight! Eat this. You're mine. Not out yet.
You're stubborn ass.
Not your lucky day.
Let's dance.
Ah, damn it.
Begins
This nuisance really has taken a shine to me.
I just love this thing, man.
Sorry, gate's about to open. Party ends now.
What? But I was just getting into it!
Had a worthy opponent in you, no two ways about it. Love to finish our fight, but, well, Witcher duties call.
So, you are returning home? Very well. Come back anytime. I'll be waiting.
So long, Samurai. It's been emotional. Been one hell of a ride, but it's almost over. Finally. Great. Now just need to get through the damn gate. Let's do this. Sri Vasu Svaha. Ah! Am I back?
Witcher! As I live and breathe, you have returned.
Head feels like it's gonna explode. Mind keeping it down?
Forgive me. My methods were a bit harsh. However, at least now you know I am innocent. No? How was the other world? Do tell!
Well, it'd take some time.
Then step over here and make yourself comfortable. Would you care for some fine wine?
Warm welcome. Nice and all. But as I see it, you owe me a lot more than that.
That's all the trouble you filmed her.
The names of the warriors whose fates were bound to the two swords have been etched into the very fibers of history.
Or that thing. Well, I would say that concludes Soul Chronicles, but unfortunately, Raphael's and Zalthimel's story is incomplete. So in order for me to do that, I literally have to meet them in the other mode. I forgot what it was called. Labyrinth of Souls, yeah. I literally have to meet them here. And for me, right now, I'm going to take a little break from Soul Calibur. But I do thank you guys for watching my gameplay video. Hit the like on the description down below. Let me know what you guys think of how my gameplay was. I mean, I had a blast at this. A real blast. But, I'm going to be playing Fist of North Star, Lost Paradise for a little while. Probably when I finish being that, I'll probably jump right back on to Soul Calibur and finish up Labyrinth of Souls. Well, thank you guys for watching my gameplay video. Hope to see you guys in Fist of North Star Lost Paradise. Until then, see you later.